Hello and welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video we are taking a look at 21W18A. In today's snapshot we have some brand new features, playing mostly with the goats and a couple of other small tweaks and changes and some awesome bug fixes. So let's jump straight into things. We are in the wonderful place of the mountains, not the new mountains, as we know they have not yet been added and won't be coming until the 1.18 update. We're currently having a look at the 1.17 update changes. Later in the video we'll take a look at the 1.18 changes. Now firstly, over here I have a whole bunch of screaming goats. Screaming goats have a much higher probability of ramming items and mobs now. So what I've done is I've placed down a whole bunch of armor stands and I've summoned in loads of screaming goats, and what we are seeing already is, just while talking, I've seen so many more ram attacks all over the place. Thank you, Mr. Goat. Just there we are seeing lots and lots of them. One thing, let's give a test. Let's jump in a few creepers and let's plop a few creepers around and see how they react. And hopefully, as you can see, the goats are now attacking the creepers, so they're attacking the moving entities a lot more common. Now, regular goats, which aren't the screaming variant, will still attack, but the screaming goats will use it much more often, as we can already see they're using it much more often than a regular goat would have in the previous snapshot, which is awesome to see. So if you want to get some more guaranteed spawning and some ramming, then screaming goats are the way forward. Over here, I have lined up a whole set of blocks. At the bottom, I have infested blocks. Now, these blocks contain silverfish, nothing new there, but there have been some changes to the mining speeds. On the top, I have their regular counterparts. So, for example, let's mine stone, and then let's mine the bottom one just there. We'll see, we obviously get our silverfish, just like that, and I didn't actually consider that silverfish are a bit of a pain, and now, okay, this is probably not the good idea. Oh, what's going on? Look at all of this. Look at this mess. Now, as that was poorly demonstrated, at the bottom we had infested stone blocks, and at the top we had the regular stone blocks, or their variants. Now, the small change has been you can no longer instantly mine the infested stone blocks. The change is that they now take half the time as the top block. So I'm going to try and demonstrate it with this one just here. Hopefully no silverfish pop up and start attacking us, but let's break that top one there, and then let's break the bottom one here, and it actually seems to be the other way round. They actually seem to be tougher when there's a silverfish inside. So there might be a little bit of a mistake there on the changelog, as it said they will no longer instantly destroy. They have half the destroy time of their non-infested counterparts. So it seems to be the other way round. If you are to mine an infested stone block, it will take longer than the regular block. Now, alongside a lot of bug fixes, one of which being when you get a broken anvil, and let's grab up an anvil like this. So let's say we have our very damaged anvil, and you use it for its last use. If using the anvil, the item would spew out onto the ground. That no longer happens, and it goes straight into your inventory. A nice little quality of life tweak just there. But now, let's jump into the 1.18 snapshot, and that is used during the data pack. Now we are over here in the 1.18 data pack version snapshot of the game. That's a little bit of a mouthful, probably not the best way to say it, but now we're going to take a look at some tweaks and changes to cave generation and also to ore generation. Now over here we have a noodle cave, and the change in this snapshot is that they have become now a little bit more bigger. The reason for this is they're much easier now to traverse. They are still spindly, and as we can see, let's jump into creative mode just here. If we were to fly up, they're very compact still, but there's very much less chance of them now being cut off, which was previously happening a lot in the previous snapshot. So that has now been changed, which is beautiful. They're a little bit more traversable, but again, they're feeling very claustrophobic still, and the feel that an underground cave like that should be giving off. The chances of finding copper spawning regularly in your world has been slightly reduced, and this is because we have had some changes to the way large ore veins spawn. Large ore veins are now slightly more rare and slightly smaller to find on average, but the size varies a lot, so you can still find some very, very big ones, as we saw in the previous snapshot video. As you can now see on the screen, we have a new variation of this ore generation update. This is the current version. As we can take a look, we have our previous before caves and cliffs, and then in our main box there on the left, we have our current spawning versions. There have been some tweaks and changes to that, and if you'd like to see the previous one, there is a link to the previous image down below. This update to the data pack has also removed, or hopefully removed, the stuttering issue that was occurring in the previous Snapshot update. Now, this was a pretty severe issue. There was a lot of issues with crossing chunk borders and different biomes. This has hopefully now been fixed. But if you have any issues, head to the changelog, head to the bug report, and add as much information as possible. That is what makes bugs being able to be fixed and performance issues to be improved. Today marks the 4th year I have been on YouTube creating content. What an absolute milestone. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching today's video and for supporting me over the past 4 years. We are very, very close to reaching 2,000 subscribers here on the channel. At the time of recording, we are about 14 subscribers away. I think we can make it by the end of the week. So it would be great if you can help me out. But unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today's video. If you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.